Hey Joe, how's it going? Funny running into you here in the employee lounge.
Yes, Mike, interesting, since we now live on two completely different continents. And also, you seem to have developed a British accent.
So how are things shaping up for that golfing thing that you invented? The one that all those crazy people get so excited about. What is it called again? I always forget the name.
You mean the Klabby Classic?
Yes, that's it.
Dude, that is our last name.
Right. So how is it shaping up?
Excellently. We are in great shape, should be one of the best ever.
That is good to hear. So what golf course will be hosting us this year?
We don't have one.
I don't understand.
We don't know where we are playing this year.
What about the pride of Long Branch, New Jersey, Old Orchard Country Club, where we have played for the last 125 years?
I don't even know if it exists anymore. We were their last paying customers and also they pretty much hate our guts. But don't sweat it, we will be fine.
But don't you live in France?
This is true.
Well, I am sure there are lots of people over there who can help you. France is full of golf lovers. There is that one famous French guy golfer, the one with the French name.
Actually, the French hate golf.
Then what do they do with all their free time?
From what I can tell, they sit around in cafes and bars, drinking and making fun of Americans.
Sounds kind of like you and me, actually.
True that.
So why did you move to France anyway if you have a golf tournament to run?
Well, as you know, I am in the insurance game. And evidently they don't have any insurance in France. So I had to come over here and sell them big piles of it.
But you don't speak French.
That is true. But it has been really easy. I just say a bunch of stuff in English, and then I say Monsieur, and they give me a crapload of French francs.
Joe, don't you know they only use the euro currency there now? Those French francs have been worthless for years.
What?
Never mind. So did you sell that awesome house that you built to serve as Klabby Classic headquarters in New Jersey?
No, it is still there with all our stuff.
Who lives there?
No one at present.
So, let me get this straight. You lived there for many years. Then, when all of your kids moved out, you built a swimming pool?
Yes.
And then, you spent a year rebuilding your master bedroom and fixed up a bunch of other stuff. And when it was finished, you moved to France?
Yes.
But
look at it this way. All that stuff I built?
Yes.
Was paid for with Klabby Classic profits. So who cares?
I see. While we are on the subject, Joe, do you think it would be cool if I stayed in that awesome house and kept an eye on things for you while you were gone?
No.
Just putting it out there.
Put it back.
We'll talk about it later. So anyway, back to the Classic. How do you feel about the awards ceremony?
It has become tiresome.
I agree. Since I'm so old, I have trouble standing up for long periods of time such as that.
Also, you are not very funny.
You have cut me to the quick. Hey, don't you have a child who is a little boy?
He is actually a grown man. His name is Joe.
You are both named Joe. Is everyone in France named Joe?
He doesn't live in France. He lives in California.
Then why is his name Joe?
Sigh.
So what does he do?
He is also in the insurance game.
Is everyone named Joe one of the insurance people?
I don't know the answer to that question. But young Joe also is a comedy person on the weekends.
Interesting. So why doesn't he host the awards ceremony?
He is too young. Maybe in 10 years or so he will be ready.
Well, actually, I know he has been dreaming about it for many years, but that you won't let him say more than 3 words per year, and you're afraid he will be funnier than you.
Did he tell you this?
No, I read it in his diary when I slept in his room.
This is why I do not want you in my house.
We'll talk about it later. So what about those other 2 little boys, the ones with the guitars?
They are our nephews, and they are also grown-up men. One of them just colonized South Africa, and the other owns a string of fraternity housing complexes in Pennsylvania.
They are both quite talented and also very funny.
Very true.
Yet you claim they are related to us.
Well, genetics can be a funny thing.
We should get them to just do the whole awards ceremony thing.
I dream of the day.
Same. Hey, do you have any ideas for my top 10 list this year?
Yeah, how about skipping it?
Whoa, dude, don't you think it is funny?
Well, first of all, why are there never 10 items? There are always like 9 or 12.
I felt that added to the humor.
I find it distracting and annoying.
Point taken.
Well, Mike, I think that is enough for episode 1 of this Klabby Classic series. What do you think?
Yes, I am sure we have lost most of our audience by now anyways. But we have not yet spoken of the Rooney Cabin or the mystery of Al Sharpton.
These are advanced topics to be covered in Lesson 2.
Well, let me say one more thing then. I never would have suspected this, Joe, but you look quite smashing in a purple tie and purple shirt.
It's a French thing.
Amen.